Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will RJ and Dylan Spark make a startling discovery and cause trouble? We'll go swimming in the morning with Electra Forrester. Living together is something they adore. Their employment at two different companies still seems strange. Will had no regrets about punching RJ in the gut. RJ is a winner, the young man continues. They dress once they're inside. RJ takes Dylan out to brunch at the restaurant. They have a lot in common, according to RJ. Dylan stands up for Will as RJ attacks him. Dylan is reminded by the young man that they are both unmarried. The man believes Will to be the world's least romantic man. Will might surprise Dylan, he believes. Together, they choose to raise a toast to loneliness. RJ enjoys seeing girls eat. He is reminded by Dylan that she is from the Midwest, not Los Angeles. They are adept at dining there. Dylan queries whether they are losers. She's a winner, according to RJ. Dylan is incredibly appreciative of her current existence and her friendship with Electra. RJ is adamant that Electra will experience heartbreak once more. Dylan advises them to concentrate on the good. Even though she would have preferred a chance with Will, Dylan simply wants the best for him. Katie Logan Spencer and Bill Spencer are at Logan. Katie's fantasies are all coming true. Bill is relieved that his son is no longer employed at Forrester Creations. Katie tells that she was slapped by Brooke Logan Forrester. Bill is furious. Given that she outwitted Brooke, Katie says this could be advantageous to them. Bill bursts out laughing as Katie outlines her strategy. Bill is also pleased by Katie's commercial acumen. Brooke is now unable to discuss their hire of Hope Logan Spencer. Will walks in with his sunglasses on. Bill and Katie rave about how unstoppable they are. They caution Will that there will be a lot of work to be done. Bill needs to go. Will is informed by Katie that their new designer must be kept a secret. Will must swear that he won't even reveal to Electra that Hope is the designer. Ridge Forrester and Brooke converse at FC. According to the man, Eric Forrester will return shortly. Logan is a sinking ship with no future, according to Ridge. Ridge is informed by Brooke about what transpired with Katie the day before. They were becoming strange, so she remained silent last night. Ridge is in favor of Brooke slapping Katie. The blonde continues by saying that they were able to come to an agreement with Katie. The brunette vowed not to steal any Forrester. Will is glad to be working alongside his family, Electra says as she walks in. Katie is adamant about winning, and Brooke's handshake agreement is fake. Perhaps Katie is more driven to play hard, or perhaps she is just more hungry. Whatever the reason, Brooke no longer has her natural advantage. Similar to how Ridge Forrester mistreated Eric Forrester, Brooke mishandled Hope's wish to stay at FC. As viewers may remember, Lang's character followed through on Hope's suggestion that her mother become Ridge's co-CEO. Ridge turned down the proposal, but Brooke forced her husband to pledge to support Hope's cause by starting Hope for the future again. When things didn't work out, Hope lost hope, concluded that her mother didn't care about her, and automatically turned to Ridge. Brooke still doesn't think highly of her younger sister. Like Ridge, she thinks Logan is an outsider with little prospect of success. They don't even take into account Logan's quick rise to prominence as a competitor. They overlook the fact that Bill Spencer has a significant impact on the situation, which contributes to their miscalculation. Although Katie rejected Liam Spencer's proposal, he supported Hope's acquisition. However, after giving it some thought, Katie saw that Hope was receiving the same poor treatment at FC as she had before deciding to quit and start Logan. As it again makes use of a player connected to Forrester, signing Hope to a deal is intended to create a lot of excitement for Logan. However, Katie's approach is multifaceted. It will be difficult, but Katie wants to teach Brooke a lesson. Brooke is directly targeted by securing Hope, and Katie believes it will push her older sister to the brink. Because he developed Spencer Publications using a win-at-all-costs approach, Bill is a firm believer in this business concept. His remarriage to Katie and their complete alignment on both personal and professional objectives constitute his personal investment in Logan. Brooke, Ridge, and Eric are among the Forrester who are unprepared for what lies next. Their fashion house is iconic, but rather than relying on company history to keep it at the top indefinitely, it will need to react fiercely. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope's Bad News, a special guest star returns to B&B. By Heather Hughes on Comments, post a comment. Related, television, The Bold and the Beautiful, comings and goings, hot news, soap opera, spoilers. 8. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope's Bad News, a special guest star returns to B&B. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that a familiar character will return to the CBS soap opera. There will be a lot going on B&B, so hopefully Logan Spencer will also learn something that upsets her. Hope and Deke Sharp, together with Katie Logan, Will, and Liam Spencer, have been celebrating the completion of their first fashion sneak peek. Deke and Hope haven't yet received Katie's official response, though. If Katie receives more criticism than she anticipated, that can contribute to the awful news that Hope is about to receive. In any case, Hope will learn something on Thursday's episode that makes her feel a little disappointed. Hope won't like what she hears, whether it has to do with the criticism or a production hold-up. Fanny Grayson will make an entertaining return in the interim. Fans of B&B will remember that the last time viewers saw Fanny, a French singer, she was presenting a perfume line at Forrester Creations. When Hope and Carter Walton took over the business at that time, they decided to recruit Daphne Rose Walton in place of Fanny's scents. Perhaps Fanny and Katie should get together to discuss bringing her perfumes to Logan right now. Katie might hope that Fanny can join her new fashion firm and create even more excitement because she is still assembling her staff. Naturally, Steffi Forrester Finnegan and Ridge Forrester will be furious if Katie tries to close a deal with Fanny. Ridge and Steffi might feel that Katie is encroaching on their domain once more because Fanny is a huge fan of the Forrester and their designs. It appears that Melissa Dillon will prepare for her date with R.J. Forrester and deal with Electra Forrester's inquiries on her night out. Now that R.J. has been spending time with Dillon outside of work, Ridge will be curious about R.J.'s romantic life. According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, R.J. might have to deal with Ridge's interrogation, so watch to see how he reacts. Make CDL your go-to source for more thrilling Bold and the Beautiful news and spoilers. Ridge doesn't stop at anything as Will is faced with an impossible decision. Electra's likability is one of the aspects of the persona Grace portrays. She naturally knocked Luna Nozawa down in the Spencer living room last year because of that. Will is in love with Electra because she is a sweetheart, and RJ wishes she were in love with him. However, she is not easily intimidated and will stand up for Will, herself, and the people she loves. Viewers witnessed Electra's reaction upon discovering that her aunt, Ivy Forrester, had tampered. When Daphne Walton exposed the facts, Electra informed Ivy she was mistaken and refused to back down. Because of Eric Forrester's contentious lying, Katie Logan Spencer wants Logan to become a fashion powerhouse rather than a boutique company that was a one-hit wonder. She is therefore stealing another FC employee in order to accomplish that. Since Logan Spencer is not a Forrester, I hope she falls into a negotiated category. Katie and Brooke's handshake pact was purposefully deceptive, and spectators were also aware that they should suspend disbelief. Normally, when Brooke and Katie decided not to steal from each other, Brooke would have listed Hope as off-limits right away. However, since it didn't occur, the script might incorporate a delayed reaction conflict. Brooke's violent slap on Katie's face was unacceptable. She wasn't responding in self-defense, and she succeeded in her goal of causing physical harm. Ridge was so blatantly incorrect to advise his wife that she had the right to slap Katie. Most likely, viewers frowned and raised their eyebrows at the same time. It was a unique point in the story, but it also strengthened Ridge's conviction that Brooke is innocent. Fortunately, Brooke apologized to Katie after realizing that what she had done was wrong. But both Tom's character and the audience are anticipating Brooke's response when she finds out that Hope has joined Logan. Is Dylan's new romance destroyed by envious Electra? At work, Electra Forrester flirted with R.J. Forrester and gave him a couple kisses. Can Electra truly be unhappy if RJ is going on with someone else when she rejected him and reconciled with Will Spencer Jr. despite RJ's tremendous charm and his blatant pleading? Since Will Spencer joined The Bold and the Beautiful, Dylan has been infatuated with him and has even planted a kiss on him. Dylan made the decision to back off and move out after hurling herself at Electra's man. The two females are said to have put their differences behind them, and Electra should be overjoyed that her buddy has developed feelings for someone other than Will Spencer. However, spoilers for Bold and Beautiful indicate that won't happen. Electra will become old news at work when everyone at Forrester Creations begins swooning over the new coupling. Dylan will soon begin to enjoy the advantages of being with a member of the Forrester family, and she may advance through the ranks of the corporation more quickly than Electra. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Electra Forrester will begin to show us a different side this summer. She may even attempt to ruin Dylan's relationship with RJ. What would think of his girlfriend's fixation on RJ's romantic status? Do you think RJ and Dylan would make a nice couple, or is he just trying to get close to Electra by using Daphne's assistant? A week of troublemaker drama, enemy shutdowns, and dangerous business in The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. By Heather Hughes on Comments, post a comment. Related, television, spoilers, soap operas, hot news, and The Bold and the Beautiful. 14. A week of troublemaker drama, enemy shutdowns, and dangerous business in The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. According to teasers for the upcoming week of The Bold and the Beautiful, some characters will find themselves in difficult situations, while others will retaliate and take significant risks. Here are some of the complex scenarios that B&B viewers might anticipate. To begin with, Remy Price might find it difficult to honor a commitment made to Deke Sharp. Remy will swear to keep quiet after discovering that Deke has joined Logan and is likely collaborating with Hope Logan Spencer. But if Remy confides in Melissa Dillon, his cousin, and Deke's buddy, he might still end up with loose lips. Remy may place Dillon in a difficult situation where she must conceal Hope's audacious move from the Forrester. Given that Sheila Sharp has an unidentified roommate, it's also possible that Remy is staying with her and could divulge the most recent information on Deacon Sharp's children. In any event, fans of B&B are aware that Remy can be a bit of a troublemaker, so it will be interesting to see what mess he makes next. Now that Katie Logan Spencer has sworn him to silence regarding Hope's Logan transfer, Will Spencer will be in a difficult situation of his own. Will undoubtedly find it difficult to lie to his girlfriend about something that has a significant impact on the Forrester clan because he can't even tell Electra Forrester about it. Katie will put up a fierce fight against Steffi Forrester Finnegan as Hope and Deke continue to prepare for the launch of their new line. When it comes to how she does business at her fashion brand, Katie will not allow Steffi to manipulate her. Katie will make it obvious that she does not accept commands from Steffi either because Brooke Logan Forrester is not allowed to give them to her. Dylan and RJ might deepen their bond even more as Katie silences Steffi's inquiries and grievances. As RJ and Dylan deal with the sparks swirling between them, there will be some intense moments. As Katie and Brooke return to tense terrain, don't miss Bill Spencer and Ridge Forrester's rants as they become more and more embroiled in their spouses' dispute. Wyatt Spencer, on the other hand, will work harder to locate and deliver the genuine Hope for the future Diamond rather than the replica he showed Liam Spencer. Wyatt is attempting to give this gem to Hope in order to create excitement for her line, but is it cursed as some people believe? According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, there will be some confrontations and significant revelations this week, so keep an eye out. Return soon for more information as CDL will have all the latest news and spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful. A new romance, Brooke's growing suspicion, and Will's startling revelation. Liam Spencer greets Will Spencer at Logan. The young man claims that Katie Logan Spencer, not Bill Spencer, is his employer. They discuss Hope Logan Spencer. Will saw that one of the designs resembled HFTF. Will predicts that Brooke Logan Forrester and Ridge Forrester will go crazy. Liam informs Will that he is unable to tell anyone, not even Electra Forrester. Liam is happy that they can finally defeat FC. According to Will, this might also ruin Hope's bond with her mother. They talk about Hope's faith in Deke. Liam is concerned about everything Hope is carrying. Brooke ought to be pleased with her daughter. Manufacturing has already received the designs. Hope is informed by Katie about Brooke's slap. The young woman is astounded. He assured Brooke that she wouldn't accept any Forresters. Katie continues. Hope is a Spencer, not a Forrester, the brunette clarifies. Hope is impressed. Katie is aware that Brooke will completely lose it. Hope begins to worry. Deke walks in and expresses his anxiety about having to follow Eric Forrester. Deke thinks the call can wait when Remy Price calls. Well done, Deke. Liam and Will come in next. When Hope finds out that Will is now also at Logan, she is taken aback. Hope is overjoyed to be employed by a company that would help her realize her goals. While everyone takes notes, models go down the runway. Katie reminds the models of the NDAs and assures them they did a terrific job. Katie informs Hope and Deke that certain things went well after the models go. Later on, they would talk about the notes. Brooke at Forrester Creations raves about Ridge's brilliance and talent. The blonde inspires Ridge. They talk about RJ. Brooke then mentions Melissa Dillon. He appears to be concentrating on Dillon, which surprises the blonde. Brooke wonders why RJ is becoming close to Dillon since he is still attracted to Electra Forrester. RJ informs Dillon that they can arrive at work later at the bikini bar. Dillon wants to stay out of trouble and avoid being fired. RJ notices how hard she works and asks if she needs any assistance. RJ then expresses regret for the way it turned out. Dillon says she's great. RJ adores her tenacity and optimistic outlook. RJ remarks on how unique Dillon is while paying the bill. Dillon wants to celebrate Will's life even if he is still depressed about her. RJ says they ought to dance. She brings Dillon to the floor so they can twirl around because he likes to dance. Dillon embraces RJ, and they look into each other's eyes. RJ suggests that because Electra and Will have moved on, perhaps they should as well. Dillon understands, but she's not sure she can just yet. What happens if Electra becomes irate?